Hey, what up, everybody? What up, everybody? Let me get to the spot. Hey, everybody. This is Plan Your Greatness, and I am your gracious host, Carlton Hamilton. And let's get right into it. This is volume 5. This is the last one of the how do you raise the bottom 5% of your Salesforce or your team? You know, and it's not about motivation, but it's really about digging in there. And that's why this one is called the interview, or what I call take your employee to work. All right, let's do a little recap. Number 1 was there was an intro message. You are really trying to find out, do you have lions or do you have gazelles? Are these individuals ready to grind and work, go after the goal, or are they feeling fearful and worrying about things being chased after them? Number 2 is you then encourage them to ask themselves the 3 questions, because a lot of times employees have never thought about what they want, why they want it, and can even imagine in their minds something, whether it's for the company or it's outside of the company. You get them to think bigger than where they are. That's number 2. Number 3 is once you ask yourself those 3 questions, you've got to have a support system. So I went down the list of the 9 pillars of wisdom, which help support that, which is show up, stop lying to yourself. Number 3 is every goal has a deadline. Number 4 is no excuses. Number 5 is master your gifts. Number 6 is no plan B. Number 7 is trust your mind's eye. Number 8 is don't be afraid to fail. And number 9 is maximize the night before. If you want to know what those all are, go back to number 3, the volume 3 in this playlist, and then you will see those broken down. Number 4 is help that individual reveal what is their best attribute for success. Very, very much like in basketball, you have a go-to move, or a quarterback has a go-to route. You do that, then you feel very comfortable that if you get stuck in something, you know that there's something that you can always go to. And with me, I use the example of I had a lot of attributes from my life experience that I listened very closely to clients so that I can relate to them. And once I had something I related to, boom, we were going with that. And I began becoming very successful. All right. Number 5 is the interview. And no, we're not talking about the interview that when you first hire them. Because from my conversations with HR people, and if there's anybody out here that has been in that knows how that hiring process, there's a lot of laws that protect you from having to disclose personal information, lifestyles, and all the other stuff. So there's certain things that you cannot ask during the initial interview process. However, there's a way to get around that. Okay, so this is what you do. Once you get that person in there as your employee, and let's just say for the sake of argument, you have 10 people on your team. So you're gonna use 10 days, 2 weeks to get to know your team. How are you gonna do that? You're gonna take your employee to work. That means you're gonna go now. Hopefully this person lives in your city. Now, if it doesn't live in your city, then we're going to have to make some modifications of that. But let's just say the person lives in proximity to the building that they're working in. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45-minute commute. All right. You go and pick that person up and bring them to work. Now, what you do in the course of coming, get to their house a little bit early. Observe the non-verbal communication. See where he lives. And then you start this list of just asking questions. Again, you want to be as you want to get as detailed as you can in the questions, but you also got to, there's some guidelines, but things you that don't come up on the application, like your birthplace, what's your birth order? How many homes have you lived in? Did you grow up in a military home? Do you have military service background? Why'd you join the military? Do you have extended family around? Are they alive? How much are they interaction? What current relationship are you in? See, these are things that you cannot have on, are you married or whatever? You can't ask those questions, except on taxes. Okay. Relationship. Do you have children? Is there baby mama drama? Do you have dreams? Do you have goals? Do you know the difference between those? What's your faith? Do you attend church? What type of belief system? I have this video that you can look back and it talks about the 4 belief systems. You can kind of see where that person falls into that. Does the person read a lot? Do they spend time on social media? What do you do in your free time? Who are you hanging around with? How many hours of sleep are you getting a night? During your commute to work, do you listen to sports radio, politics, music? Because with all those things that you find out during the after interview, you begin to get a good shape of that person. Now, what's going on with that as well is that person gets to buy into you, because if you're going to take that amount of time out to see where this person lives, see how they live, see the things that impact their lives, why they're coming to work each day. This is what I call the perfect boss lies within. Because if you can get that person to see, after all the other things that you're bringing out of that person is now going to make you into the perfect boss. Because people think that I'm the boss and then I'm going to turn you into something. What you do is you allow them to reveal who they are. They become the best person that they can be. And then now they look at you as the boss, as the best boss they ever had. But what happens, what's really going on in there is they're turning into a phenomenal employee. You see what I'm saying? They turn into a phenomenal employee. They see themselves being empowered. They see somebody investing in them. And so now they go, man, I love that dude. I'll go to bat, man. Man, we going down to the wheels fall off. All those little things. That's what happens. This is the most important part of it, this last part, but it comes together after all those other pieces have been added. And when you can do that, when you can really dive in and let this person know that you really are vested in them to become the best person that they can be. Not, I want you to be a great employee, but no, I want you to be the best person that you can be. Because that's what Jim Rome said. By you following these steps, you are investing in that person. You're investing in yourself. Jim Rome said it best. If you spend a lot of time investing in trying to be good at your job, you're going to make a living. But if you invest like this process, it helps you invest in yourself and invest in the person, then you're going to make a fortune. And at that rate, what you're doing is you are literally planning your greatness. All right. Thank you guys for joining me during this series. I'll have other series later on and you'll be able to get better, be able to help your companies, help yourself. And so I'm going to close as I always do. This is Plan Your Greatness. And I'm going to say this again. Plan your greatness. You know why? Because no one else will. Thank you all for joining, and I'll see you in the next video.